I am mad at his mercy. May the gods pity the man who in its callous can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lord. Uh-oh. Alright. Back to Call of Cthulhu. Get all the fish guts. Must smell like amazing down here. Okay. Looks like we're crouching. Oh, I need a light. This one. Sweet. Alright, sounds good. Oh. Oh, something's in there. Ooh. Where is it? Where is it? Let's not wait around and find out, huh?
In my wake, pulled along, fate inescapably draws you on.
Oh.
What a putrid offering.
Oh, God. Thanks a lot, BP.
Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Ooh.
I hate whiskey.
Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, I actually just replayed that little scene earlier today, but something happened with my last recording, so fuck it, we'll start over again. Hi guys, Honey the Robot, playing Call of Cthulhu, if you can't already tell by the Cthulhu-looking motherfucker in the very beginning. Let's see what we
Married
got in
woman
here.
runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. I'm gonna get you. Sit down a little closer to the screen because the type's a bit small for my eyes. Alright.
Good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot you can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. That's about as slow as my voice goes, so sorry.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Wow. Well, aren't you showing off a little bit? Let's turn that off, just in case.
I should get rid of all this stuff. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
So, ironic story, I had a similar incident happen to me. Turns out it was fraud. With somebody trying to get my info. Luckily I caught it in time. Closed down my phone account altogether just in case to be on the safe side. Okay, so looks like you get to choose what elements your character is actually going to be good at. So I definitely want eloquence. I know that. How many do I have? 7 CP. Can I get any? I guess I can. I'm really low on that one, so let's maybe bump that puppy up a bit. And in medicine as well. 2 CP left. I don't really care for strength. It's all the same. Spot hidden. Yeah, let's put one in there. And one more for eloquence. It's always good to just let your words do the talking. Do you really want to validate the character checkpoint attribution? Yeah.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date.
Yeah.
On a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
Oh.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Yeah, I'd hang up one or two.
I'm coming.
Oh. Little shady character over here. I believe the word is hello.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen
how he
Webster,
deals with clients.
industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to
Jeez.
me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
Oh.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Oh, let's look at that first. Maybe that'll help us with the painting.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
All right, a shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out the address, Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there, with their only son, Simon. Okay. That's it on that. Alright. Not much. Let's investigate.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Well, let's consult the... It says consult diary is up here, right? Oh.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Okay, so she was seeing things. She could have been schizophrenic, which can be dangerous.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Okay, so last question.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay, so...
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer,
Yeah.
but it's not like I have a choice.
Yeah. I guess so. 'Tis the game!
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic.
Oh.
I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with life, rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. God, it's hard to read it for some reason. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. Okay, cool.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Yeah.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Make sure we got everything. So we got that one, that one. I don't want to have a drink right now. Oh.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Oh, but I still took it. Oh.
I used to be an avid reader.
Well, I guess not anymore. Oh, look at that! A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume lists all illnesses known to the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. Nice! What did that do? Oh, there it goes. Oh! One OCP needed before next level. I gotcha. I have 0 OCP right now. Wait, didn't I just grab that book? Isn't that something? The medicine and occult skills can be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Oh, look at this. Lost Battalion. It's cool. 10/7/18. That is literally the day before my birthday, except obviously not the 18th. Otherwise I'd be less than a year old. The case. Okay. Okay, let's leave for Darkwater then, I guess. Oh, gotta hold it. So, one tiny note. I have a really piece of shit television that I really need to buy a new one. But it's like just good enough that it doesn't warrant yet the itch to buy a new TV. But what it does mean is that it oftentimes, for whatever reason, and I've tried everything and its mother to try to fix it, but it just doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't work. It's clipping the sides of anything I play on PlayStation, which is fun because what it means is that every one of those little write-ups that they have on the side there, that it clips off like the last 2 letters. So if you hear me hesitate when I'm reading, it's because I'm actually just trying to figure out what the word is. But once I post it and I uploaded it, the video's fine. It's just for whatever reason on my screen, it's clipped. So, you know, it's another clue. I'm going to just play it as like another piece of the puzzle. But yeah. Oh. Ooh. beautiful. Look at this. Wow. Oh, credits now. Fancy, fancy. Game by Cyanide Studio. So, does it strike anybody else that his voice sounds a lot like the voice of the guy that does all the VO for that show Autopsy or Unsolved Mysteries? Like that sort of murdery storyteller? It does to me. Which I don't mind. I think it's a great voice.
We're almost there.
Oh. James Fitzroy. Call of Cthulhu. Skyla. Oh wow, look at those crazy hooks on the side. I don't know what that was for. Giant fish. It was a whaling town, right? So maybe that was to hook your whale onto the side of your boat, maybe? Crazy.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Oh.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
Landlubber.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink of the stranded whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the harbor master's office.
Oh.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Oh, God.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Okay. All right. Let's do a bit of a walkabout.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
There's nothing for you here either.
What did he call us just now?
I said you were a bilge rat, and even a poxed limpet. You think we don't know what you're doing? Hidden in the fog?
Okay.
I'll shut up your big mouth.
So cool.
Back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate.
Oh.
It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy! They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's
Hey,
no
what?
way to treat an old man.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us in trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a song.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Oh.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please,
Me?
allow me to do my job.
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Well, let's go find out what's going on at this bar here. The Stranded Whale. Ah, yes, the Stranded Whale. Oh, look at this Joker over here. Huh? Hey. No chit-chats? Oh, this guy looks real scared.
Even your captain told you not to stick your noses around here again.
This does look like a bar for sailors, though, doesn't it? It's got a Long John Silver kind of approach to it. Oh. Oh. You spitting at me? You spitting at me?
Hey, be careful.
You jackass. Ooh, she looks like trouble. Big trouble.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
I'm sorry. You're overdoing it. The guy... Was it me who went looking for it?
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing.
Oh.
You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Damn it, I responded wrong.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
It's not speaking ill if it's true. It's true if they were strange.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that.
Wow.
We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland
Oh,
for her paintings.
Never understood why. Then...
I've got what I need.
Looking for Warehouse 36.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
Ooh.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Gee.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
So, I kind of want to drink now. Why not?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want.
Wow.
Anything else?
After I sweet talk you, you're still gonna deny me a drink?
That'll be all for now.
What a jerk. I'll come back to you in a second.
I see grounds for my right. Well, there is no.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Ooh.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our
Oh.
grandparents tasted its flesh.
Huh.
And it was delicious.
He sounds like that comedian, the one that did the voiceover for Iago. God, what is his name? Oh, that's gonna kill me. I'll think of it later. The end of whaling?
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The
Oh.
one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go read about this.
I bid you
miraculous catch.
farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
Oh.
So long.
I had the wing of the girly boys.
There it is.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Wow. 21st May 1847. Miraculous catch! The Skylar returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of Skylar, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable... People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had brought on board. More later on the Chantley. The Chanty. Oh, yeah. The Shanty, in other words. Okay. Interesting.
And then he said,
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
Oh. Oh. I'm interrupting.
She will do it again, you know.
Oh,
The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Oh,
not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Interesting. Guys.
Do you like our song?
Oh, no.
We may not be
That's true.
Yeah.
I bid you farewell.
Good night.
So long.
I don't know why it's so hard to get the little arrow thing to work. Okay, so that's going out. Let's talk to homegirl over here.
What you looking at, stranger?
What is a woman like you doing in a place like this? Or nothing at all, or she can certainly put them away. That's judgy. Let's go with the gallon answer.
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Oh.
I told you to beat it.
Oh. Oh. I like her. Tough lady. Come on, asshole. Give me that drink. I want that drink.
You again.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh,
man.
come on.
Drinking it here. Anything else?
Oh, miraculous catch.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. And they saved Darkwater from famine.
That'll be all for now.
The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop
wonders.
asking.
Alright, let's run to the back.
She will get us into
Oh, no, I can't. Oh, never mind. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess I messed up. Which cost me a pretty good drink, I hear. It's very disappointing. Okay. So let's go visit our pal up here. Since he apparently also has information.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Oh, God. So that's homegirl.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible, 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden?
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Oh, that's the one that we saw with the hooks on the side.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Wow, look, they used to kill all the whales. Look how many they would kill. Whew. Wow. Okay.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Medicine of Learning, Volume 2? Okay. Progression. See, it's... what? It's not counting it. It's really annoying. It's really, really annoying. They really need to fix that. It's really annoying. Okay. Ooh, there's some stairs up here. Okay. Wonder why the fire is all like. Look at that.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Yeah, except this guy has like one leg. In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Yeah, well, obviously. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Nothing?
What a macabre souvenir.
Yeah, that's the leg. How weird. Oh, look, it just drops down. It's really weird. Macabre. I thought it was macabre.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, otherwise they wouldn't. I thought the fishing stops in AC-47. What did Charles Hawkins really do for a living?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Let's talk about Darkwater for a second. We'll come back to Cat. Photograph looks strangely like you. I saw the killer whale on the wharf. What is the miraculous catch?
The miraculous catch?
Start there.
Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Oh, we did that already. I saw the killer whale on the wharf.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
killed it, why are they putting it back into the sea?
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Okay, so, now let's talk about that
I was
photograph.
looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Alright.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
I knew
Are you
it.
being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Ooh. Alright, let's ask about the warehouse then.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Oh, the
Understood.
blue?
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins. Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Where is this warehouse again? I wasn't paying attention.
I shall be on my way.
Okay.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay. Alright. Thanks. Thanks, Captain. Captain Fitzroy. Great.
They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You
That's
can't
no way to
understand. You're
treat
not
an omen.
sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming. Trouble. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
He's gonna get us into trouble.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
What?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What?
How can
right.
I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right.
We're no match.
For the moment. We're annoyed. It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Oh.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway.
That looks like drunk me.
They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
Oh.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
About saying, is this where you live? So don't have
Isn't
any
it a
work.
bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Is this where you live?
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
No.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local,
statue?
exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
What statue are they talking about? Oh, wait. I see it. Ooh, cool. Oh. Oh, they did. They graffitied it. It's so fucked up. What's the point, really?
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Wow, interesting.
I've no idea what it says.
Okay. Nope. Oh, cool.
There.
What's in here? Oh no, I need a lamp. Oh, hey.
Hello, old friend.
Anything else? Oh. Scribbled note. Interesting. Cat knows about the thefts from her stock of liquor. She'll soon find out who it is, and I wouldn't like to be in his shoes. God.
Somebody's stealing from the bootlegger's stock of liquor.
Oh, which is right here. Oh, that's why that guy keeps coming back and forth. Because he's stealing from her. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, there's some stairs right there. All right. Oh, look at this guy fishing. There we go. Nothing? Okay.
You could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot.
Oh?
And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Interesting. Anything in here I need to steal? Nope.
Who's this guy?
Doop-de-doo.
No idea.
Doop-de-doo.
You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
What?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
This passage leads to the hall. Cat sent me to investigate their activities. I've got proof you're stealing from your boss. Yeah, let's try.
What will Kat say when she finds out that it's you who are filching stock?
You've got no proof.
That's true. Apart from this little note from your friend here.
You didn't throw it away?
I couldn't know that someone was gonna force the lock.
What a So, what is it you want?
To get into the Hawkins warehouse.
That's all. Go on, then. And we never want to see your rat snout again.
Wow, they got a lot of stock. Ooh. But I guess it was like the modern day heroin, right? It was like booze. Everybody was like, yeah, booze. Love them. Can't get enough of them. Oh, and here's the entrance. Got it, got it.
Let's see.
Oh, that's so dark. Barely see anything.
Perfect. Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
To enter a reconstruction scene, hold L2 and R2. Oh, interesting.
What happened here?
Someone got upset?
These painkillers were prescribed 3 months ago. Someone has been taking them since the time of the Hawkins death.
Oof.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Yeah, that looks pretty bad.
Whoever hid it here seems to worship Sarah Hawkins. What just happened? Did I imagine?
Interesting. Okay. Oh.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
Interesting. Okay. Should pick up this little lamp here. Alright, well, someone is living here. Very gross, but someone is doing it. Oh, can you imagine? That's so gross. Missing anything else? No, huh? Okay.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move!
Oh.
Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Yeah, well... threatened police officer. Someone else is interested in Hawkins. The case is far from being wound up. Let's team up. Hold to test psychology. Yeah, why not?
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
What?
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
Let me guess. It was in the Hawkins mansion.
Precisely. You can still see the burn marks. There's no doubt about it. I must admit that you seem fairly competent. But I can't allow you to stay here.
I've seen enough. It's the Hawkins mansion that interests me now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail. I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Oh, I didn't even see him.
God damn it. Her again.
Oh, cat. Kit Kat.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker.
Cat.
Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Oh.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you.
Okay, miss.
We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
Oh,
That's
wow.
the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
All right, guys. I think we should stop it there. Yeah, that feels like a natural place to stop. So if you guys like this, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you could recommend any other games that are like this, I love this little game already. So I'm all in. And we'll see it through to the end. All right, guys. Cheers. Happy Saturday.